Oh, hello. What is up, you dirty bitches? Kind of shitty lighting in here. So, anyway, there's a lot of shit going on. And I've got some things to say about it, so that's what we're gonna do. Oh, that looks nice. A little fireplace action. Excuse me. Today is September 11th, 2019. Never forget. I have to be careful because I've got passion for what I want to talk about. And I don't want to come off wrong and hurt anybody's feelings. It's not my intention. So if your feelings get hurt, too fucking bad. At a certain point, even a victim will snap. A wife that's been beaten for years, a child that's been raped. Eventually, they snap or confront their abuser or kill their husbands in their sleep or whatever, you know. At some point, they've had enough. And I think that's where America is, you know, with everything. That's why we voted for Trump. And that's why we'll do it again, because we're sick of the bullshit. We're sick of the bullshit. It's unbelievable to me how anybody... Okay, here's the thing. So I didn't do my research before I made this video, and I really don't care because I don't think it matters. But honestly, women haven't even been allowed to vote for that long. What, 50 years maybe? I voted 3 times in my life. 3 times I voted. You know, and I used to believe, you know, if you don't vote, you can't bitch, your vote matters, you got, you know, make a difference, all that crap. I really believe that. And part of me still does, because look what we did. So, but here's the thing. It was never anybody's business who you voted for. Matter of fact, it was rude to even ask. I don't think that it was ever even, you know, brought up. Entertainers never voice their political views. So here's the thing. It's gone too far. I banned NFL. I did. I'm sorry, but these role models for our kids who are paid way too fucking much money, you know, we never even asked Janis Joplin what, you know, what she liked to do in her spare time, or, you know, that kind of thing. Throw the fucking ball. You know what I mean? That's what you do. You ball. So ball. And don't try to... So, I got this new thing now, and it's not really new for me, but I'm going to share it with you so it can be new for you. If people don't do what they say they're going to do, they're full of shit, and I don't listen to what they say anymore. It's pretty simple. I don't get mad. I don't listen to anything they say, because that's all they do is talk shit. And it only takes one time to learn that from somebody, because they don't do what they say they're going to do the first time. The first time they don't do it, then now you know. Especially in how they handled it, whether they told you, hey, you know, I'm not going to be able to do that, or they just didn't fucking do it. So here's the deal. If you don't back up what you say, your word is shit. That's where it's at. A couple other things, aside from the vote, because it really pisses me off. I'm just gonna put it out there. You know, I've I've uh, I've met a lot of people in my life. I've seen a lot of things. Some good, some bad, some whatever. I try not to judge. I live in my own glass house. But I'll tell you what, I'll give you all my shit up front. You never have to find nothing out about me from someone else because I'll tell you right now, the day we meet, I'll tell you everything, everything, because it's my story. You know what I mean? If you give all your ugly to somebody right when you meet them, then here it is, man. There's no surprises. And hookers are some of the most honest people you'll ever meet. Strippers, it doesn't matter, any of them, all of them. And honestly, I did my little survey, and 90%, 98% of all adult entertainers have been sexually abused in some way. Shocking, I know, but they chose to take that power back, and but they're honest. They're honest people. Aside from maybe telling their family what they do, they're some of the most honest, forthright, really upfront people you could ever know. I mean, obviously they're butt naked in front of you, so what's to hide, right? So here's the thing. You want to know how the West was won? It was won on the backs of hookers. Believe it. They built all the schools, the libraries, everything. Everything. Where do you think that money came from? When they didn't have when there was no gold, The hookers owned everything. It's true. It's absolutely true. Look it up. So, it's amazing to me how women have been kept out of everything. We've been kept out of the Bible, the witch. I mean, seriously, women have been kept down and silenced and deemed, not as good as or not as strong as. And let me tell you something, boys, you guys have been running shit for way too fucking long. And, well, aside from you, Trump, I love you, buddy. You're awesome. Here's the thing. It needs to be fair across the board for everybody. These fuckers that are getting away with shit because they got money, they're scumbags. I'm sorry. Across the board. And for the accusers that are accusing people of false shit, they should be held accountable. They should be held to the same charges that the person they're accusing. And here's the thing: if you didn't say something about it, I could say plenty of things about shit. But guess what? I'm not trying to make a name for myself. Trust me, I've got a name, and it's legendary. So I don't need to kiss and tell or to cry victim over anything, because let me tell you, there are no victims. There's only volunteers. And for all them bitches that got paid and are crying about it now, guess what? You already got paid, bitch, so shut the fuck up. Simple as that. Aside from the ones that were minors, here's the thing. A 12-year-old's not a prostitute, okay? She's probably a bit of a victim. But the thing about the victims is the victims, they learn that behavior because they were abused, or the perpetrators, they learn that because they were abused too. Somebody did that to them, and that's how people get caught into it. They get caught into it and they can't get out of it, because when it's everybody is involved, it is normal, and you don't realize that it's not normal until you're in a room full of people and you're like, oh, you didn't sleep with your brother too? And I'm being real here. So I think that when we let people get away, when we know, everybody knew. Trust me, I believe that I was part of that little triangle pyramid scheme myself. And, it's neither here nor there, but to say that these people were all victims, you're wrong. They're not all victims. Some of them were. But let me tell you, when you're a high school girl in New York or Florida or whatever, and you're going to go hang out at a private island, and yeah, you know what? You better be sucking somebody's dick. I'm just saying. It's the people, the scumbags in positions. Yeah, it's a great gig, because if you can get a politician on film fucking a teenager, smoking crack or whatever, getting fucking spanked, wearing a diaper. I don't know. Let me tell you, we're all fucked up. Just some of us more than others. That's all. And it's the ones that can't own their shit that I have a problem with. I don't care how freaky you get, man. Own your shit. Own your shit, because guess what? Somebody knows how kinky you get and how you like it. And there's a good chance maybe they took film. Who knows? Or maybe, whatever. They got a blue dress. I don't know. Here's the thing. Hookers are some of the most honest people you'll ever meet in your life. And if you want to know the difference between a cheap hooker and an expensive hooker, it's called discretion. So, with that, a bitch that can keep her mouth shut, no matter how much money's involved. I think it's unfortunate that we don't give these women a little more credit. I had some more points to make, a couple of them actually. So we have some issues now with, we're dying. We're all dying. The waters everywhere across the country, Florida, Colorado, everywhere. Here in Portland, yesterday, the day before, a lady took her dog down to Selwood, Willamette River. And within hours, her dog started having seizures and was dead. And for about 2 weeks now, I have blisters on my eyelids. I don't know if you can see them. I have blisters on my eyelids. And it's moving down into my eyes. They're dry and patchy. I don't know if you can see this shit, but I literally have blisters on my eyelids. It's very painful. And I believe we're being radiated to death. So, I don't know if any of you remember or even give a shit, but I guess it's been a couple weeks now. Russia had a nuclear meltdown or whatever that would have made Fukushima look like a sneeze. If you try to find it, there's very little about it, if you can find anything. I found 2 pictures, maybe, and it was horrific. A big mushroom cloud. Oh, yeah, fucking nuclear bomb went off. And, I'm super sensitive. Like, I've taken 1 Oxycontin in my whole life, and it knocked me out in the middle of a sentence. So, I'm super sensitive to all kinds. I mean, I'm not like, but I'm pretty sensitive to things. And this has been going on for almost 2 weeks now. It's only getting worse. And it's definitely in the water. We're dying. It burns. It feels like, I had literally had blisters. And, it's horrible. So, if anybody else is having any kind of reactions to water, the sun, this is horrific, and we're being murdered. I'm just saying it. I went through and I looked at my videos on YouTube. All my videos, almost all of them, 2 years of videos were deleted. And I noticed that they were, all my good ones. So the only ones that are left make me look really shitty, just a monster of a person. And like I said, I don't edit. I don't practice. I don't take notes. I'm winging it. I'm winging it here. And I think authenticity is better than anything else. If you can't spit the truth without having to rehearse it and edit it and fix shit and having to worry about what you can and cannot say, here's the thing, again, with, they've gone too far. I don't give a shit. And until I have no voice in my lungs, in my throat, whatever, I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want to say. Simple as that. It's shocking to me how we can be silenced. It started with the PC and, you can't call people. Here's the thing. I call them whatever the fuck I want to call them. And you know what? If I'm not talking to them, you mind your fucking business. That's simple as that. Simple as that. So I'm not going to mind my P's and Q's, and I'm not going to watch my mouth. And if you're offended, I'm satisfied. Welcome to America. I'm serious. You can't just come in here and think that you're gonna fucking run shit. You're gonna have to come in here and fucking steal it like we did, fair and square. Seriously. And here's the other thing. Plain dirty is not going to get it. Here's the thing. What happens in America is that when the president is voted in by the people, you may not like it, and you can bitch about it for a little while, but then you get the fuck over it, and you get behind the president. Got it? Simple as that. It's as simple as that. And this petty going on and over and over and over about stupid shit that does not really matter, and forcing the American public to have to watch this ridiculousness is uncalled for, and I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted, and I want to break into politics. I do. I'm like, you know what, Trump, hire my ass, and you won't have to keep going through all these idiots. Because when you got somebody in there that, here's the thing. Trump wasn't a politician, and he wasn't a very good speaker when he started out, but you know what? He got the hang of it, and he wasn't afraid to ask questions and look stupid every now and then, and everybody wanted to judge him because he didn't know. Well, guess what? I'm glad he didn't know, because he wasn't afraid. Hey, I don't know. It's my first time. It's my first time here. Show me what's up. And you know what? He got it. He got it, and once he got it, he's good now. I mean, for the most part, I think. They just want to rip him every angle, and they can't get over it. And here's the thing. Get over it, because now you just look stupid. It's pathetic, and I think your party just self-destructed. But there's a few more things. And I'm not saying that Trump is, God or nothing. He's not. I figured, as soon as he gets in there, he's going to be like the rest of them. They're going to do whatever they fucking want and not fulfill anything. But he has. I believe he loves America, and he loves, our country. He loves the people. Here's the thing. There's a lot of obstacles, and the way I see it, as long as you're not fucking babies, if you can tell the truth and you're not hurting anybody, I don't care who you're fucking, and I don't care how much money you make. As long as you're not hurting anybody and you're a good guy and you believe in America. Nobody cared who Kenny was fucking, did he? No, nobody cared that, nobody cared if you're doing a good job. And he is. He's doing a great job. So with that, again, there's a few more things. I'm not done. Probably should be pretty quick, though, 3 minutes. So yes, from now on, if people don't say what they're, do what they say they're going to do, their word is shit. It means shit. And hold people accountable. Hold people accountable. Call people out. If you see injustice happening on the street, wherever, stand up and say something. Because this shit has gone too fucking far. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. And get it on, film it. Film it. It needs to be shown. People need to know that, you know what, this Antifa bullshit ain't gonna fly. It's not gonna fly. And yeah, guess what? Come and get my gun, motherfucker. Peace out, bitches.